Well, cheers, how you doing, buckaroos? How the heck are you? We're heading out of the house to meet some friends. I didn't realize my wife had bought some lemons. She told me she did the other day, but I had forgotten. Adjust that a little bit there. Anyway, so when we got home, decided I'd make a whiskey sour mix. Basically, all I did was make a simple syrup, right? Equal parts water, sugar. I do like to use the Mexican sugar. I think it's a little purer than the granulated sugar. Some fresh squeezed lemon juice, and you got a perfect whiskey sour mix, man. I added, for a garnish, I got half a slice in the drink, half a slice on the rim just to make her look pretty. I'm using the J. Riggers Kansas City whiskey as the whiskey du jour. You can use whatever you want, man. You can use a least expensive whiskey if you like. But for this, if I'm mixing something with, if you're doing a highball, right, you don't really need a top shelf whiskey. And some may argue for whiskey sour you don't either, but because you're not really diluting this down a whole lot, I do like to use a good whiskey. J. Riggers Kansas City whiskey. This is a 92 proof whiskey, and it's just freaking outstanding. Using my old Jack Daniels glasses, passed down to me from my pop. It's beautiful because the way I made this fresh, so I got the fresh lemon juice, so I could taste and smell the fresh lemon juice. I got the fresh lemon slice in it, so I can smell the zest. Or frankly, I'm tired of messing with that, so I'm going to drop that in here. And there you go, as Shadow. You see Shadow pacing me back and forth here. Large used to be in a lot of my videos. We lost her a couple months back. I almost didn't make it through that, to be honest with you. But Shadow's kind of picked up the slack. Shadow really never been one that wanted a lot of attention before, but now she kind of... she acts a lot like Large used to. Now all of a sudden she wants attention, she wants to be noticed. So anyway, this is Shadow. We got Shadow and Eddie are our last two cats. And they're both 12. They're both products of the Springfield 07 ice storm. Actually, Shadow was the oldest of the bunch by, I don't know, weeks. And they were all abandoned. We just kind of picked them up. We had Shadow was one particular batch. The others ended up moving on from there, but we kept Shadow. And then Large came around later, and then Eddie just maybe a week or so after that kind of showed up. And there were 3 cats we weren't going to keep, so I just referred to them as small, medium, and large. That's how we ended up with Large. Eddie came from another batch. I'm not really sure where Eddie came from, but my son Seamus picked up Eddie. But Eddie got the name Eddie because our daughter Callista thought Eddie was a boy. Animal husbandry apparently wasn't her thing. Anyways, Eddie turned out to be a girl. But anyway, we kept Eddie. It's a brilliant whiskey sour, man. It's freaking gorgeous. When you make it yourself, you can control, right? Control how much sugar you use. You can control the sour. Add more lemon juice. Add less lemon juice. Make it the way you want it to. I don't like to buy pre-mixed sour, sweet and sour mixes because they tend to use the high fructose corn syrup, which I really don't like. So anyway, here you go. I am Dom the Whiskey Whisperer. Having a whiskey sour this evening, and there's Shadow again. Wanting to get in the shot. Say hi, Shadow. Hi, Shadow. I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, whiskey evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, per Rosaman. All right, good guy.